with my feelings. Noticing you really like me. Can't control my anxiety. Feeling like I'm touching the ceiling when I'm with.
Okay guys, today we're going to be making some pants, and you need some yarn, a 6mm J hook or whatever size hook you want to use, but this is like the biggest hook that I like to use because it makes the pants go by faster. And you need some kind of needle, sewing needle, to just in case you need to sew anything together. So yeah, and I'm going to make a waistband, and it's going to be like between 1 and 2 inches. You can make yours however long you want, and I'm just going to show you how I make mine. So I'm going to chain 6, and then I'm just going to single crochet back down the chain, and this way when you make the waistband, it makes it kind of stretchy, so it's not hard to put on. And then you can put a little drawstring in the waist part so you can tie it and make it tight. So then you just go back on that chain, but you go in only one of the loops. So you know how it's 2 loops to go through? I only go through one, and it's the front one. So yeah, you just keep doing that and go back and forth as long as you want. Sorry you guys, I usually make mine like maybe 1 or 2 inches shorter than what my waist measurement is because it stretches, and I don't want my shorts to be really big around the butt area. So yeah, basically that's just what I'm gonna do on this part, just show you how I make the waistband. It's super duper easy, and it's really, really quick. So yeah. Oh yeah, and I forgot to tell you guys, you're gonna need like a measuring tape so you can take the inseam measurement of your leg. So yeah, that's what it should look like. And I don't know why I'm showing this much of it, but I am. So yeah, I'm just going in only one of the loops on the chain, or whatever you call it. And then when you're done, you just slip stitch that together, and you start making your shorts. Now, I have showed this on my shorts tutorial. I did about 13 rows here because my pants are going to be high-waisted like my shorts were, but at the last row is where you're going to start for your pants. So I only did 13 rows instead of like 18 to 20. And now that is the middle mark, the middle of it, and you see where it's like a seam at from when you slip stitch to go to another row. So I'm just going to attach my yarn. I'm going to attach it not right in the middle spot, but the next chain space over from the middle, so I can make 3 single crochets across for the crotch area. When I do my pants, I don't make my crotch area really big because it's gonna turn into part of the leg for your pants. So just insert your hook, and I'm struggling as usual. So you insert it into the chain that is next to the middle, not the middle, like I just did here. So yeah, you take it out and you put it like 1 chain over from the middle space that you should have marked, because that's where your crotch is going to be at. So yeah, insert the hook and then add your yarn and do like a slip stitch through, and then you go into that middle chain, well, chain 1, so you have 2 chains on your hook, and then you go into that middle chain. I'm always messing up because I'm always looking in the camera instead of at what I'm doing while I'm recording for some reason. So yeah, you go in that middle one. And I think I'm gonna, what am I doing? Double crochet. So yeah, I don't know why I didn't do that the first time, but so I'm double crocheting and I'm just gonna go back and forth. I think I did like 6 rows. It's so many ways that you can make a crotch part, but however you can do that, just do it that way. And so I'm just gonna go back and forth until it's long enough to fit me when I put the shorts on. And you can make it as tight or loose as you want. And make sure you, when you're doing pants, you might want to crochet kind of tight because the pants can stretch and you don't want them to be stretchy and like loose on you after you wear them for a couple of hours. So I'm really struggling here and I should have deleted it, but I didn't. So yeah, and I'm all out of frame. But that's just what you do. It doesn't matter how your crotch part really looks anyway, because nobody should be seeing that part. And so, yeah. Just keep going and making the, turn it back and forth and keep making the crotch area. And I make my crotch area different every time. I don't know why. I never stick to the same method. Just however I can get it done, I get it done. So yeah. And like I said, I did that about maybe 6 or 7 times for 6 and 7 rows. Okay, and so now I'm going to connect the crotch, the front or back of the crotch to the front or back of my shorts, whichever one is which. I think that's the front right here because I'm going to keep the seam on the back, I think. So wherever it matches up on your shorts, you just want to slip stitch the crotch to your shorts. And make sure each leg hole is even because you don't want one leg hole to be bigger than the other. And just make sure you can see each hole when you're putting the hook in so you don't mess it up and then have it all bunchy or crooked. And I only did 3, so it's just faster because it takes a long time to make pants, you guys. So I'm showing you the mesh kind of pants that I made because it's easier. But you can use any stitch, double crochet, single, half double, anything. So now I'm going to start making the pants leg. So I'm going to chain 2. So it's like I have 3 on the hook, but I'm only chaining 2, and I'm going to skip 2 stitches, 2 chain spaces, and put it in the 3rd chain space. And then you chain 2 and you skip a space and you put it in the next chain space. And that's what I'm going to do for the rest of the time. I'm just going to chain 2 and skip a space and double crochet into that next space. So yeah, it's really easy. It's just time consuming. And if you want to make your pants like loose, then you should probably crochet a little bit loose, but I have mine kind of like fitted to my leg how tights fit. So right here I'm just showing how you connect from around the pants leg to the crotch. So wherever you can find like a hole at is where I will crochet in, as long as it's like a space in between, so it's like I'm still skipping a chain space. So you keep chaining 2 and skipping 1. You just go around and you slip stitch into the end of each row, and that's just how you do it. I don't really decrease, but it seems like I decrease when I'm doing it. Like maybe when I slip stitch, I think, yeah, when I slip stitch, I believe on each round that I eliminate a row, but I don't do it I only do it like when it goes towards my kneecap area and I want it to start tapering off and getting smaller. But it depends on how you crochet, if you crochet loose or tight. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing the same thing, chain 2, skip a space, double crochet into the next chain space, and you just keep going like that. And it'll eventually, it will start looking like pants. So right here is like where you slip stitch at the end of the row. I'm struggling, and then you would just chain 2 or 3, however you do when you double crochet. And so this is how it should look so far. And if you can imagine, if you keep going further down, it will start to look like a pants leg. All right, and this is after a few rows. I think it's like maybe 13 rows or something like that, 11 rows. And by now I'm not really decreasing, but it'll start to form to look like a pants leg. I don't know how it does that, but it just does. Every single time I make pants, it just does that. And it just starts to taper down and it looks like pants. So here I have gotten further, and I'm just showing you because I don't want to show you the rows. They're really repetitive. So yeah, this is how it should look by then. And now here is where it's starting to get longer, and you see how it's starting to look smaller. I swear I'm not decreasing, but I think whenever I slip stitch for another row, somehow I'm decreasing, or it's just tapering off that way. I'm not sure, but literally every time I make pants, that's what it does. So now I have basically completed one of the legs, and it's really long, and it comes around my ankle like how tight pants or tights will do. And so basically I got my measuring tape, and you measure the inseam of your leg, and mine is like 30 inches. I think I'm like 5'2" or 5'3". So you can look on a measuring chart, a women's measuring chart, and see how what the inseam of pants are for your size, or you can just measure the inside of your leg. But from the crotch down to the ankle, mine is about 30 inches. And so that's how long I do my pants, unless I want them longer than that. But since these are tapered looking pants, they're just going to come to like where my ankles are. So yeah, you guys, I'm just going to show you a video because I ran out of yarn, so I only was able to make one leg. So yeah, this is how it looks with the mesh stitch. And please excuse my band-aid. I cut my foot a couple of days ago. And now I'm going to show you a clip of some pants that I made that wasn't with a mesh stitch. I just did half double crochet down the whole leg, and it took me forever. But these are so old. They've been washed in the washing machine and everything. But I just want to give you guys a idea of how the full pants could look with both legs. And just imagine if they were both still mesh stitch. And it's really, really cute. And they're high-waisted. These are kind of big because I was chaining kind of loose, and I put like a little flower on the side because I made a top with it, and it was really cute. But Anyway, I'm talking too much, so thank you guys for watching. And if you have any questions, just ask and I'll try to answer as best as I can. And I hope you enjoyed. See you in the next video.